In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 homemade toddler Christmas gifts that family and friends will really appreciate. Hi guys, I'm Cara. Welcome back to my channel. As most of you will already know, I'm mum to 2-year-old Ben, and we have been really busy over the past week making some gifts that we plan to give to family and friends on Christmas Day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what we did and how we did it, in the hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration if you're looking to hand make some gifts too. So let's get started. My first suggestion is to decorate a plant pot. I feel like plants are just such great gifts. In my opinion, you can never have too many house plants, and it's something that people will always put out and not something that's just going to sit in a cupboard. It is also so much fun to do these together with your toddler. To make this one, I prepared the terracotta plant pot just by putting some stripes of masking tape all the way around it. Then I got some acrylic paints. I guess if you're planning to gift a plant that's actually going to be outdoors, you might have to look at getting some kind of ceramic paint that will be a little bit more durable, but this is for a poinsettia, for an indoor plant, so the acrylic paints stick to the terracotta plant pot really well and give a really nice shine. Then Ben just had fun using the paintbrush, sometimes using his hands, putting some festive colours onto the plant pot. It is really important to make sure that the whole of the plant pot is covered so that it's most effective when you actually peel off the masking tape. Then Ben absolutely loved that part of actually taking it off and revealing the terracotta stripes, which are still there. Even though it's painted by a toddler, I think this is a really effective design, and I know that my great auntie who's going to receive it will love it. Another option for plant pot decoration, which has this kind of paper mache effect, is to get some festive napkins with a pretty simple design. Then simply using PVA glue and a paintbrush, you and your toddler can layer up the napkin print onto the plant pot. Make sure there's plenty of PVA glue on the top as well as underneath so that it has this shiny effect at the end, and it's also pretty durable. Ben is so proud of his plant pot creations, and he is already so excited to gift these for Christmas. My second suggestion is to get baking with your toddler. As many of you know, my husband Thomas comes from the south of Germany, and there's a really lovely tradition there where many people from the start of Advent make Plätzle, which are like little mini Christmas biscuits. And I think that homemade baked goods are a great thing to gift people, especially if you make them a little bit more special by doing something like putting them in a glass jar. This just came from IKEA, and I've decorated it a little bit with a bit of ribbon and a piece of holly. The little biscuits that we decided to make are a really simple cinnamon biscuit recipe, and I will link it below in the description box for you. And then Ben had so much fun rolling out, cutting out, and then obviously decorating. We made a lemon icing, and then we just had a whole selection of sprinkles and chocolate drops and things for Ben to decorate his biscuits with.
Oh, it's like Alton.
Yeah, they do look like boobs, but we'll go with eyes. When you're finished, you can just pop them in the jars. They look like such a lovely gift, and Ben just had a blast creating them. My next suggestion is a really nice thing to do with your toddler's artwork. It is to make these little origami stars. They can be given as gifts for Christmas tree decorations. You can make several as some kind of window hanging. They are really simple to make, and I think they look really effective. I took a picture that Ben had drawn on a big roll of paper, and I cut it into 5 little squares that were around 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Then I just followed a YouTube tutorial, and I will link below the video that I used. It was very clear and really easy to follow. Then you just slot all the individual pieces that you folded together to form the star. I also thought that it was a little bit flimsy, so I used my hot glue gun to add a little bit of glue into the centre to stick it together, and then I added a little bit of ribbon. I'm actually going to be making a few more of these for our Christmas tree. I think they're really beautiful, and Ben was excited to see his artwork turned into something else. On a similar theme, my next suggestion is to make some clay handprint decorations. We've done these with Ben for the past few years and I think they are just such a lovely memory to have, and for example something that my mum also loves to receive on a yearly basis. I bought this clay from the works. It was just £4 and is very easy to use. You just roll it out. I got Ben to stamp his hand on it. You do have to push the hands down pretty hard, so I did help Ben to do that so that he had enough pressure. And then when you peel it away, you see the imprint of his hand. Then I just used scissors to cut round it to make it a nicer shape and smooth around the edges with a little bit of water. You can also engrave a name and a date on it while it's still wet, or like me, you can wait and add it on in pen afterwards. You can also paint them if you wish. There are so many different ways to use these and I think they're beautiful. Then I would also recommend doing some fabric painting. So I have done this on napkins. I actually think I'm going to do a tablecloth to match, but you could also do it on things like tea towels, and I think that it's really effective and again something that close relatives will really love to have. These napkins were only around £3 from Asda, and you do need some fabric paints, but these can be picked up from most craft shops. Then we had to paint Ben's foot green for this Christmas tree design. He thought it was so tickly and so funny, and then we had to kind of help him print his foot onto the white fabric. After they'd dried, I added some little Christmas tree decorations to them using some kind of puffier fabric paints because I think it gives a really nice effect. Then you just have to leave them to dry, and I'm going to fold them up nicely into a little package before we give them as a gift. And it doesn't just have to be a Christmas tree. If you head to Pinterest, you will see so many beautiful hand and footprint Christmas themed designs. And your toddler's homemade Christmas doesn't have to stop there. We also decided that this year we would make all of our gift wrap and also our Christmas cards. To make our gift wrap, I just got some rolls of brown paper from Tesco's, and then I used some potatoes to cut out stamps. Then I just gave Ben the potato stampers and some paints, and he just loved dipping and stamping again and again. It does look so random, but that is actually what I love about it, and I think it just looks so effective when you actually wrap a gift in it. This is the holly paper that Ben printed, and I think with a little bit of twine around it and a piece of holly, it just looks so beautiful and was handmade by Ben. And for our Christmas cards this year, we decided to do some Santa handprints. Ben just put out his hand and I painted it red on the top, kind of over the thumb, pink in the middle, and then white down his fingers, which would be Santa's beard. He loves doing this, especially because he has a book where the characters do something very similar. And I think that they actually looked really effective once they were printed onto the paper. I then just added some little faces, cut them out, and then stuck them onto some pre-made cards, which I got in the pound shop. I also used these little stampers. These also came from the pound shop, which I think are brilliant value, and I should have bought them years ago because they are so useful and have been so well used. And we've even made some in German so that we can send some to our relatives over in Germany. Now I would love to know if you have any other ideas for things that you are making with your toddler as gifts for people for Christmas. In general, I love hand making things for people for Christmas. I've done it by myself for several years, and now I'm trying to do that along with Ben so that things are just a little bit more special. If you've enjoyed today's video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and I do make lots of toddler activity videos and will have several more Christmas videos in the weeks to come, so please have a think about hitting the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. It's completely free and helps to support my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Bye bye!